again, my name is Tomomi, and I think people who know me as the Girly Mac. It's my Twitter handle, and I'm a mobile-focused front-end engineer with a UI focus. And currently, I'm working at Nokia. I've been working for Nokia for like a year or so as a web standard, open web advocate. And before working at Nokia, I've been working for Palm WebOS, if you remember. And yeah, I've been taking, oops, oh gosh, it was loud all of a sudden. Yeah, I've been taking charge of the UI of whole WebOS platform for little Palm pre-phones and touchpad. And previously, I've been working at Yahoo Mobile. So basically, I've been working for the mobile space for a long time. And also, yeah, besides mobile, I'm also known as an HTTP status cat lady. The reason is you might not know me, but I think you might have seen those stuff I have created. That gave me some accidental 15 minutes of fame, and it was totally unintentional, but it went viral. It was kind of cool. So yeah, I can talk about cats for the entire time, but I'm not going to. So now I'm going to talk about JavaScript, since I'm in JSConf, in HTML5 for mobile. Yeah. So okay, I'm going to start talking about URI schemes. So this is nothing JavaScript actually, and this is some old school stuff. It's nothing new, and defined by OMA for XHTML MP. Yeah, it's XHTML for mobile profile. So it's been there and implemented in the browser for a long time, and you probably already know, just like a mail too. But it's sort of obscure things you might not know. So you can just initiate a phone call by giving this a URI scheme, well, tell, to make a phone call. And it basically opens up a phone app if your device has phone. Or you can even text by using SMS scheme. And there's something I've recently heard about, like what WG have whitelisted some other URI scheme like Bitcoin lately. I haven't seen how it works and stuff, but it'll be kind of cool. And also something like FB, like custom, non-standard URI scheme to open up Facebook app if it's on iOS and stuff. But that's, again, it's non-standard. So the UI, actually UX, it really depends on OS, which operating system the browser is on. So first screenshot here is actually from Windows Phone 8. So once your user tap the link with the phone numbers on, it actually goes to this screen. So the user had a chance to edit before making a phone call. Might have to add like, country code and stuff. And the next one is on Android. I don't remember if this screenshot is from Chrome or Firefox or other browsers. Basically, because it goes to the same screen. Basically, it's open up the phone app. And in either way, the browser never make phone call and initiate a phone call by itself without the user's knowledge. User always have to initiate a call. So in this case, of course, nothing happens until user tap this call button, so it's safe. And another one is for SMS, not Android. It's basically open up the messaging app. And again, it doesn't send a message by itself. And geolocation is another thing I don't really have to explain too much. I'm pretty sure everybody here already know. But this is another way that you can access hardware. And there are more than a few ways to, because your device doesn't necessarily have to have GPS. So it's either detecting the user's current location by GPS, satellite, actual GPS, or cell IDs. And assisted GPS is a software-based or Wi-Fi-based stations. And then basically this is a card snippet of how you get the current positions. Once you get the location coordinates, get successful back here. And again, this has access permission for users as well. So, the developer can steal information about where you are at. So it always, ask the browser, ask users to give it permission. And this UI really depends on browser. So you probably haven't seen those before because these screenshots are taken from, the first one is from WebOS, and another one's Migo, so you probably haven't seen it. And then the next one is actually not from Geolocation. This is for get user media permissions. Again, get user media never takes your photo, so open up the webcam without your permission. So this is safe for users. And another cool features, another thing you can just do with JavaScript is device orientation events. So these are 3 DOM events to get the information about the physical orientation movement of the device. And the information, the basic information you can get is a gyro, accelerometer, and compass. And this is actually this diagram comes from a DevOpera website. I took it from there, and you should read. It's pretty good, informative web page. And this explains how the device orientation event works. So it has basically the motion of the device and which way it rotates. So alpha, beta, and gamma. And the alpha is the one. It actually works as compass. So it detects north, south, and west, east. And then and the device motion is like the accelerometer. So it basically tells how fast your device travels, maybe I would say. So let's say if you're driving with your phone, or more like you have a phone in the car, and how you can tell. By using this event, you can pretty much tell how fast your device is traveling with you in the car. And compass needs calibration. That's exactly what I said. The compass needs calibration. It gives supposed to give a UI about the A figure or maybe infinity or whatever. But I don't think it's working. It's being implemented in any browsers yet. I haven't seen it's working. So this is a quick demo I wrote. It's really not. Hold on a second. So I use the device orientation events, basically used with CSS3 transform to just move this triangle with the movement of this device. And when you put the device on a flat surface, it gives the answer. But then recently, my friend told me about this GitHub 404 page. Oh. I don't know, I just tested it, it's not working. So this page is kind of cute. It has a parallax effect, and it has when you move the mouse, it moves, and the background moves. And apparently, that uses the device orientation events too. So when you hit this page, accidentally hit 404 on your tablet or something, it moves around as you move. It's kind of silly, but it's cute. Oh, now I don't know how to get back. Okay, oops. So this is actual code snippet from the demo I just wrote. So basically, just using listed an event and the device orientation events there, and I get the info from the alpha, beta, gamma, and using the CSS. And sorry, okay, keep stepping on something. And the browser support is okay. It's been supported in most of mobile browsers here. And actually I had to tell you about, when I'm talking about this browser compatibility here, I'm talking about mobile. So you might say it's like, oh, it's been supported by Chrome or such, even earlier and such, but I'm just talking about mobile here. So when I'm talking about Chrome today here, I'm talking about Chrome for Android. So the earliest version of the Chrome for Android is 18. So basically when I say 18 means it's been working since the first version. And same thing for Firefox. So I'm not talking about Firefox for desktop, I'm talking about Firefox for Android. And unfortunately, I don't have Firefox OS device yet, so I haven't tested any. So when I talk about Firefox, it's only for Android. And the Opera, it's not the WebKit-based Opera, it's Presto-based Opera. And so it's Opera 12. And it's a BlackBerry 10. And the last icon here is a Tizen. So I actually just got Tizen device last week. So I had tested a little bit this weekend, so I don't know much about this device, the browser yet, but anyway, I tested it and it's working fine, and the latest Tizen browser. But by the way, Tizen is a WebKit. It's a WebKit 2 based browser. And the use cases for those APIs I just mentioned about, there's an iOS app called Pizza Compass. Actually, I don't really use iOS, so I haven't really used this app for myself, but I read about it. So basically what it does is, well, user had a compass, so this pizza compass tells you where you are and the location, and it just gives you, the nearest pizza place. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I can do that with JavaScript pretty easily, right? So basically what you have to do is, use a navigator geolocation to get the user location. And then use a compass, device orientation events with the alpha, get information about alpha and get compass. And just, use some APIs, maps, and local business APIs from somewhere, and just get the grab phone numbers or make a phone call by using this tell URI scheme. So should be able to do it. The camera access. So yeah, now you can access the device native camera by using JavaScript. And one of those is WebRTC. It's a part of the WebRTC technically, and using Get User Media. And the mobile browser support for Get User Media, it's not quite yet. So it looks like Opera is really the pioneer, like the first one to support it. But again, that's not a WebKit Opera. I tested it with latest Opera, WebKit based. Not Blink yet for mobile. I think it's a 14 is a WebKit based, and it wasn't working, sadly. And Chrome 26, I put star there because you still need this WebKit extension. The vendor prefix. But yeah, this is I think the newest Chrome now is 27, but it just happened recently. It wasn't working before. It just started supporting, I think. And the browsers like Firefox and Tizen, it looks like it's been implemented because the feature detections, but feature detections lie, so it doesn't mean it works. So I didn't make it work. Maybe I did wrong. I don't know. So that was the actual photo I took from my Android phone of this little silly demo. Not that one. I made it for some responsive web demo. So again, it has a user permission, so you never use a webcam without the permission. Oh, it's not really working. Yeah, basically it has a JavaScript facial detection to make myself a SpongeBob. It's a little slow. It's not really following. Or maybe because I'm not looking at the camera. Yeah. It works on the phone too now, Android. Oh, still. All right. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's funny. Okay. Yeah, again, so that's actually tested on a Nexus 4. But another thing, there's another way to, access the native camera. And this is something actually my favorite, the HTML media capture. This is different from Get User Media. It's not using, you see there's no JavaScript involved there, right? It's just a markup. So you see it's nothing more than an input here, right? Input element. It's the file, type its file. So this is just like the file upload. But the difference is, so now you have the two attributes here, the accept and capture. So basically specify the accept images and the capture and camera. And this is the old implementation, well, I would say old specifications, but this is what currently browsers support. And the new spec is captured as a Boolean because when you specified image, it's obviously you try to get the camera. There's other things like the camera recorder, the microphones, and the video as well. So you don't have to specify its camera, it is. But anyways, this is new, and I don't think any browsers have supported yet. So currently, Chrome, Android, BlackBerry 10, and Tizen support this just fine. And I have tested iOS, Firefox on Android, and IE as well. But the reason I put star as the partial support is, well, you can still access cameras, but the browser haven't implemented this correctly. That means the capture attribute's not working. So basically, when you try to access or try to use this, the browser asks if you want to take camera or choose pictures from your hard drive somewhere, like album something. That's fine, but it's still wrong. So bugs being filed. IE10. That's another thing, feature detection lies. So it appears to be supported, but it doesn't work. So I asked the IE guys and Microsoft, and apparently this is disabled for mobile. When I'm using the Windows 8 and Windows RT, at least it supports partially, but it just doesn't do anything for mobile phones, and it's a pretty bad experience. And this is a demo of actual app I wrote. This app is a web app, and it's called Chrome Camera. And this is entirely written in JavaScript. So basically what it does, basically what it does is it taps the button and takes a photo and apply the filter and save it in this, or save it locally in the browser, or send it to the server. And you might have seen an app like this before somewhere. I'm not trying to sell it to somebody for $1 billion, but it's open sourced. I did it for free. So yeah, you might have seen a similar interface somewhere. But so again, I wrote entirely in JavaScript and used HTML media capture. Well, I'll explain quickly next. I actually have done like entire presentation about this app. It has so much to talk about actually. So again, yeah, I did a HTML5 use case talk before in different conferences because I wanted to show, how you can use HTML5 features to write apps. So for that particular app, what I did is taking a photo with a native camera by using HTML media capture. And this camera returns the picture as a file object, and so you can get it from a file reader. And then dump the whole pictures into a canvas using the draw image method to draw the image object in the canvas. Then it's going to get image data to get the pixel data from the, contain a copy of the pixel data from the context. Then just manipulate those pixels, to give like grayscale filters or, the sepia and kind of stuff. Then using a canvas to blob method to store the blob, and to store locally in it with using IndexedDB. Then finally, you can let you use it to upload a photo by using XHR in course. Actually, IndexedDB is a tricky one I put stars because I say store the blob in IndexedDB, but only Firefox supports storing blob in IndexedDB. That's a whole other big topic, so I'm not going to have time to talk about. But anyways, for Chrome and other browsers, what I did was just storing base64 string. So it's a huge string, so it's really not a good idea to do so, I think. But anyways, so it's on GitHub. It's open sourced. It's not done yet, but well, it's working. Okay, so move on to Battery Status API. So another things you can do with JavaScript is detecting how much juice left in your phone, or even you can detect if your phone's being charged or not by using those events and charge and change or level change events. The browser support is still not great. It's only supported by Firefox and Tizen so far. And for Tizen, you need a WebKit prefix. And for Firefox, I think you can, probably it's safe to drop now. Yeah, I think the Firefox guys dropped the prefix after version 16. And this is the actual code I wrote. I mean, just quick demo and actual photos. So you can see this is charged. So it knows it's been charged, and other ones not charged, but knows that the battery has a 67% left. And the vibration API is another things you can do. So yeah, there's something called a vibrate at the navigator object. The navigator vibrate, and you still need a prefix as well. Well, basically what it does is vibrate your phone. Oh, you know what? I don't think you can hear. Well, it's buzzing now. I don't think you can. Yeah, I expected to have actual mic so you can hear. But anyways, I don't have a good use case for this, so just demo. And another cool stuff is you can access the light sensor on the device. And just use, that's easy, the device light event. So the value gives actual brightness of the environment around the phone in unit of lux. So basically it gives numbers like 400. Oh, this is actually observation from my Galaxy Nexus phone. So I'm not sure about the accuracy of this. But basically when I'm in an indoor, outdoor, well then daylight, it gives them, different values. And I live in San Francisco and it's foggy, so I couldn't really get tested for over 1,000 actually. And I should test it here, and I'm running out of time, in sunny Florida, but unfortunately my Galaxy Nexus phones got stolen a while ago. So now I have a Nexus 4, but I think the light sensor of this phone somehow not right. I mean, it's supposed to be given a value in double, but I always get integer value, and it's really low, so I'm not sure if the light sensor is working. And other things, so I just said the value is in double, but then as a new specification, it's like, yeah, that's really confusing. Why don't you give just a string value? It's easier to understand. And dim, normal, bright, and maybe it's a good idea, but it's too new, and no browsers are supported yet. I had to go quick. It's a demo, but just try to create a shadow on the phone just to see the number changes. I know I should write a better demo, but yeah. And proximity events are something similar. So you can access a proximity sensor of the device. So you can tell if the object is nearby or far, maybe ears touching the phone or not. But still, this is too new, I guess. None of the browsers support it, but I'm hoping it's going to be supported soon. And there are more APIs. I really don't have time to even explain, but there's a bunch of other more APIs. Maybe some browsers already have supported, maybe not. Well, one particularly interested for me is a clipboard API. It has cut and copy and paste. That would be cool. And network discovery, it's like universal plug-and-play multimedia device. It's like you can, operate the other devices as well. And full screen, maybe it's supported already. And gamepad API and push notifications. And there's certain APIs I'm not sure about, like contact APIs and calendar APIs. Actually, they are specified based on the web intents. But apparently Google ditched web intents, so I don't know what happens to those APIs. So I had to just keep on, because now you see Mozilla's doing something new called web activities. I'm not sure if that's going to replace the web intents, so something I don't know. So that's about it, and thank you very much. And, and my website, girlymac.com, and my Twitter is girlymac_mac. It's kind of confusing, has underscore or not, and my GitHub doesn't have underscore. Sorry, and I had to talk really quick, and gosh, I really already ran out of time, but thank you, and if you have questions, just talk to me.